Good morning. Each morning I get up and I keep haunting that screen in front of my computer. Makes me wonder how many days and nights I'm going to be there. And I'm going to be here until the end of time if I have anything to say about it. Um, I made that promise. I said I'm going to be here discussing, and so here I am. All right. So I wanted to talk about boredom. So yesterday I met with a gentleman that was buying a guitar. He was very excited about doing that, and I'm happy to, if the opportunity presents itself to, you don't need to schedule a session if you're attending regularly, working hard. You want to talk about buying a guitar? Come on in. So we hurried back from New York City and got here just in time to meet with him. And it is, the idea of boredom came up. And when he was in college, and he's in his 50s or 60s now, but when he was in college, he was playing the guitar and he got bored. So, boredom, from my perspective, is two things. Number one, it indicates that either you don't have the correct training program, which is what most people assume. And so what they do immediately is when they get bored, they start doing other things. However, even with the correct training program, boredom is a useful tool. So, what does boredom do? If you are running with the same program, you can use boredom to teach you to focus. Number one, on the basic skill sets that are critical to be you becoming a master of your instrument. And number two, boredom indicates when you're going to take a jump forward in skill sets. Because I always find that if I'm bored with something and I refocus in, all of a sudden I will see a jump in skill set within the next few days, uh, almost without question. And also, boredom is an opportunity for you to refocus in on what it is that you really want to get out of your instrument. Most guitarists, and we're talking in the 90 percentile range, there are millions of guitars across America, and most are at a beginner level. There are a few intermediate guitarists, very few advanced guitarists. That does not mean that there are not people that can't play. And I see those all the time. They come in here somewhere between their 40s and their 70s. And they come in and they are trapped in a capability of playing a few things. Now, those few things may be very complicated. I've had some jazz players, some players that came in that are in bands that if you heard them playing, you'd say, wow, that's a really good guitar player. But all they can play is what they play. There is no freedom to play anything new, no freedom to create anything new, and they are trapped in the chains that they have created. And they come to me looking for freedom. And as I tell them, freedom is a mental construct. You free yourself mentally. I provide the path forward with the training program, giving you the skill set that you build to make yourself a well-rounded free guitarist, but you have to do that. And most people that enter that arena fail. And why is that? It is because they were trapped there in the first place because they did not want to acquire the skill set. It was too painful. They got what? They got bored. And so every time they got bored, they would fall back and they would play a song that was comforting to them. And it got to be a self-sustaining cycle. So I try to break that, but it's very difficult. You get, a 10 to 20% success rate, and it really takes a lot of effort. It's like losing weight, stopping smoking. The addiction to gratification musically. Almost sounds like it should be a sin, but these are things that are easy to correct at the beginning. So what is it that you do? You force yourself. So here is the secret. Absolutely develop a habit to focus on things that are boring, the technical skill set, the foundational skill sets that you find boring. You have to focus on those, and you have to do it well very first, and then reward yourself with a song. You find that that is extremely simple and extremely effective. All right, I'm going to get to that, developing the one instrument, my new one instrument approach. I've done that with myself in guitar, but I'm expanding that out and going to be introducing that. So I've got several students that are on that track at this point, and I'm going to be doing some experimentation on myself. And I am excited about that. So this illustrates another thing. It's a day off, but it's not a day off from doing the things that create joy and meaning in your life. That's an opportunity for you to sit down with your instrument. So, two things. Don't get bored. If you're bored, use it to your advantage. Focus on the basic skill sets and have a really nice day. And I will see you next time.